Professor, in regards to my previous experience or current experience in public speaking, I used to be what's called a master driver in the Army, where I would provide a 40-hour block of instruction to our soldiers that were coming to our units on how to properly drive and maintain and inspect military vehicles. We'd spend about 4 days worth of time in the classroom, and then we'd spend the last day taking them out and road testing them and making sure they knew how to perform the proper checks on the vehicles. Currently, I'm a 15 November or avionics mechanic instructor here at the schoolhouse at Fort Eustis. My class size usually ranges from 4 students up to 16 students. It really depends on the registrar's office, since they're the ones that schedule the classes and the class size. And I normally go over avionics and electrical systems, part of the Black Hawk and Chinook helicopters. And these are all soldiers that are going to be going to units after we're done teaching them. I've also dabbled a little bit in YouTube videos. When we were stationed back at Fort Hood in Texas, we lived pretty close to Austin, so I would do videos every week talking about different events or festivals taking place in the Austin area that were usually either of little cost or no cost to the individual, for individuals or families to go out and enjoy during the weekends. I think my experience is more towards the traditional sense of public speaking, since I enjoy being up front and talking to people, and I enjoy getting that emotional and visual response from them. I can see their facial expressions. I can see whether or not they're actually interested in what I'm discussing. With the 21st century medium, granted, you have comments and the like buttons to say yay or nay on whether somebody likes what you're talking about. I still don't feel there's that physical response to feed off of. I think that's another reason why my YouTube channel didn't take off as much as I would have liked it to. For prepping whenever I'm going to speak, since now I mainly focus on the instructor portion, I usually go over my lesson plan about a week in advance just to make sure there haven't been any changes to it, whether it's up to date or not, if I find any mistakes in it that need to be corrected before I teach the class. I also check for the presentation as well, because we have a lesson plan and a PowerPoint presentation that go hand in hand. So I'll inspect the presentation and make sure that there's not any erroneous information on it, to make sure that the proper pictures are there, the proper bullets are there. I'll also make sure that if there are any videos involved with it, that the videos do work, because we have instances where they don't work. The upside is we do have a reference to where to find the video. So if I need to jump onto YouTube or Vimeo to get the video to use, it's not a problem. I also make sure that the students have the handouts that they're going to need for the particular class I'm going to be teaching. A lot of them may be fill in the blank. There are some where they'll have to actually research and actually figure out certain math problems, since we do deal with electricity. My anxiety is usually pretty low when I'm up speaking in front of the classroom, since I have material that I already know, and since I've been working on these systems for almost 20 years now. And usually the classes I know relatively well. I think my anxiety goes up if it's material I haven't done before, and if it's a new class, since I need to see where they are education-wise and how I need to tailor my teaching style to how they're going to receive it. For the future, in regards to this class, I want to become a stronger speaker. I do know that I have my crutch words such as and so and I'm sure there's other ones that I may be missing. I want to try and eliminate those as much as possible. I've done okay so far, but if I can get them down to a minimum, it would be great. I really want to be able to move away from utilizing the slides. I do use them when I need to, but I want to get more involved in my material to the point where I can walk away from the slideshow and I can walk away from the lesson plan, and I don't need to follow it word for word. I understand there's instances, because of how technical my job is, that I have to follow it word for word, but the less time I can spend on those lesson plans and utilizing them, the better. So I hope this speech answered all the points that I needed to hit for this module assignment.